Welcome. My name is Cassie. I hope you're having a good day or had a good day wherever you may be in this world. Today I'm going to be filming using some brand new products, but the main focus is really the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation, but the matte version. I did get a little sample for gratis when I had training, so yeah, we chat a little bit. I hope everybody's staying safe. Please make sure that you're already subscribed to my channel because it is free and we all love free things. I also upload twice a week, once on Wednesdays and once on Sundays. I skipped last Sunday though because, I don't know, sorry. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up and we'll get right to it. I pretty much just wanted to try a few new products, mainly basing the video around IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation oil-free one. So it's a mattifying one, which we just got it in our store before we had like shut down and I got training and all that. I'm gonna look up some things that it claims to do online and then we'll go from there, and then at the end we'll see how it wears. I'm really nervous because they do have the Bye Bye Foundation. They have the full coverage moisturizer and then they have the Bye Bye Foundation. And both of them are they're very hydrating. They look way too greasy for me. Oil-free matte full coverage moisturizer with an SPF of 50+. Perfect for all skin types and ideal for oily skin. Problem solver, designed to help cover and improve the look of skin concerns, including redness, pores, dark spots, breakouts, lines, and wrinkles, all while protecting your skin with SPF. You don't have to wear matte foundation again. All of the IT Cosmetics foundations are created with a 3D skin flex. So basically if you have like lines and wrinkles, it's supposed to not settle in them and it's supposed to just help like move with them. Is it true? I'm not sure. I've never tried their foundation before. I don't really have wrinkles or anything like that. But I mean, people do come in and say that it settles a little bit, so I wouldn't say it's 100% true. I feel like if you are expecting a foundation to not, if you're expecting a liquid to not settle, your expectations are set just a little bit too high. It's infused with hyaluronic acid, chamomile, plus mattifying lava, and colloidal clay. So yeah, I did go to a round robin and I received this, and I'm also going to use it with my IT Cosmetics brush, and this brush is actually really cool because it's infused with like peptides and stuff like that, so I will go into that once we use it. If you have never been here before for a try on and like trying new products, I do stick with the same powder and primer when I try a new foundation, just because I don't want to use a new primer, new foundation, and new powder, because if one of them don't work, then I'm not sure which one it was, because yeah. So I use the Touch in Sol No Pore Bloom Primer, and I always like notice a difference when I don't use this primer compared to when I use like a different smoothing pore filling primer. This is like my all-time favorite, so if you have never used this before, you need it. I wish that we sell it at Ulta, we just don't sell it at my store. Also, I self-tanned, so if my face is looking real white, that's why my hands are finally darker than my face. I took a photo the other day with no makeup on, and my hands were still lighter than my face. Okay, so this is in the shade medium. They don't have like crazy amounts of shades. So for eyebrow pencil, I use the Kat Von D Signature Brow. It's the precision pencil, and I have it in the shade Graphite. I really love this brow pencil, mainly for the fact of the shape and size of the actual pencil itself. It's not like a pencil tip. It's like a very, very skinny oval tip. If I try and show you, you're not going to be able to see it. So you could definitely go online and look. But I know a lot of people don't like Kat Von D for whatever she does at home. Strictly none of my business. I don't care. But her eyebrow pencil, her eyebrow pencil is really good. I'm not worried about using a darker concealer underneath, just because I do highlight under my brow bone, so I don't really need something too light under there. And then for brow setting gel, I really apologize if this video is about to be a mess. Oh my god. Oh shit. Sorry. I'm using the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the foundation. I do just want to tell you about the brush a little bit. I also did receive this brush in gratis from the Round Robin, which is the training that we went to. I do have another foundation brush from them that is my absolute favorite, but I did just want to tell you about this brush just because I guess we'll tell you a funny story. This brush is the IT Cosmetics Full Coverage Complexion Brush number 77. It's pretty dense, but it is also really soft. If you want to pay a little bit more money for a brush that's going to last you well over 10 years, invest in IT Cosmetics brushes. They're so luxurious feeling. They're so nice. They're so soft. They work really well. I had made a tester of this one. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but like the bristles are pink, and I would always wash it and be like, damn, this brush is just stained. Like it's never going to get clean. But the pink is because these bristles are infused with collagen peptides. It's more than just that. It's an anti-aging infused hairbrush. So it's infused with anti-aging peptides and collagen, which is why it's pink. So when they told us at training, I was like, I've thought this whole time that the brushes were just dirty, which obviously wouldn't make sense because they wouldn't sell dirty brushes, but that's what I thought. So yeah, again, this is the Full Coverage Complexion Brush. It's the number 77. They just gave me a little sample, so I am just going to take a random brush and kind of put it all over my face. I'm not going to use a beauty sponge with this because honestly, working at Ulta, I noticed most of the people that buy IT Cosmetics are older people, not really young, not a lot of younger people buy IT Cosmetics. I think the only thing they really purchase from IT Cosmetics is maybe their mascara, but that's it. So I'm not going to use a beauty sponge because a lot of times people just use their fingers or they're using a brush. And with full coverage, I definitely always want to use a brush so you can get the most amount of coverage without it like soaking in. So right off the bat, I can tell that this isn't full coverage. So like to me, if I feel like something is full coverage, if something tells me full coverage, then I'm going to expect things to be covered. Here, this one isn't too bad. Here, I have like discoloration over here from picking at a freaking spot. Definitely always want to make sure if you're carving around your brows that you are also blending. Yeah, like I said, with my brows, I literally used to use like a light concealer all around, and my brother-in-law one day was like, bro, I can see your eyebrow outline, and I'm like, oops. So after that, I kind of stopped, but then I watched Laced by Jazz, and she was like, use a darker concealer, so I used darker concealer. So I'm definitely going to be 100% honest, it's not what I was expecting. It does not feel heavy, and I was definitely expecting it to feel heavy, that's for sure. I have a tiny bit left, probably not even a lot for a full face. I was definitely expecting it to feel heavy, but it doesn't feel heavy or feel cakey, nor does it look weird up close. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the concealer that I usually always go in with, and it's a Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. The real test to see if this brush is good is to see if it blends in my concealer good, because I have always had the biggest problem blending in my concealer but then with a brush, but then when I tried the Anastasia foundation brush, changed the game for me, that's all I'm going to say. But it looks weird on my upper lip. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like maybe I'm being a little bit biased because I'm not a huge fan of IT Cosmetics. This brush is in like a triangle, so I'm going to try and blend out this. I don't like it, so I'm going to use my little Jeffree Star and Morphe Beauty Sponge, the smaller one. If you don't have one of these or you've never tried it, I hated the Beauty Blender ones because it literally just sucked up the product, but the Morphe and Jeffree Star smaller one definitely helps blend it in. It's the ColourPop Translucent Powder. I'm just trying to use it up because I'm honestly not even really a fan of it. So I've been thinking of doing like a dedicated drugstore video, just basically using like doing a full face of using drugstore makeup. How's everyone doing? Are you guys staying safe? Are you guys back at work? Like, what's good? I'm back at work, and it's so nice to be able to socialize with my coworkers. For contour, I'm going to be using this new Pixie, well, it's not brand new. It's new to me. I've had it in my drawer since I purchased it. It's the Pixie by Petra Natural Contour Powder, and I'm going to use the Sephora VIB Rouge Pro Mini Flawless Airbrush Brush. I love using this just to kind of chisel out my cheeks. This is more of like a ashy toned contour slash bronzer. I literally use contour powder for bronzer. I use bronzer powder for contour. Alright, so it's definitely a little bit less ashy than what I had expected. I don't know if it's going on patchy or if that's just me seeing things. To be honest with you guys, today is Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th. I'm not eating tacos, but I literally have 3 weeks of YouTube videos to catch up on, like to watch. So to all my people that watch my videos that are like, oh my gosh, she hasn't commented on my videos, she hasn't watched my videos, blame TikTok, okay? Legit, I will watch TikTok and then I get to the TikTok ad that's like, whoa, wait a minute, get up, get a drink, walk around, do some things you've been scrolling for way too long, and I'm like, TikTok is judging me, but keep scrolling. But I mean, I'm still watching it. I'm definitely, once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some snacks and sit my butt down on the couch because it's my day off today, and I'm going to watch some YouTube. I mean, sometimes I do. I'm looking hella dark. Sometimes I do watch YouTube videos, I just don't comment on it, but I like it. Ciao London Marbled Light Illuminating Blush, and I don't know if Marbled Light, and it's in the shade Halo. Super pretty.
Oh, hey! Hey, Cassie's YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing good wherever you are in this world. It is free to subscribe. You know we like free things.
Okay. That's enough. I don't even remember where I got this, but it's like a blush brush, and I'm going to use a Ciao London blush. So for highlighter, I'm going to use this Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter Powder in Radiant Lights. And this is what it looks like. And I'm going to just use a random brush because I don't feel like getting another brush. This is actually a really good highlighter from the drugstore. I hardly ever use it because, yep, like a broken record. We sell it at my job probably, but I don't sell it on my side. So I'm going to use my bronzer and just put this in my crease, all over my lid. There's nothing super fancy to it, just to give you enough like depth to have some type of color on your lid. And then I also take like a flatter brush and do the same thing but on my lower lash line. Again, nothing too crazy. And then just for a little bit of like added color, I do go in with my blush in that same fluffy brush that I use. It's the Morphe M533, and I put just a little bit of this in the areas where I didn't put the bronzer, and then also in my crease. And then I go in with this Luxie 111 mini flat angled brush. Bro, can you like get off of my hand? And then I go in with my highlighter, and I put the highlighter in my inner corner and also underneath my brow. Give it that pop. And then quickly, I'm just going to line my lips with a little bit of this Becca liquid liner in the shade Spiced. And then I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk. If you've never tried any of her lip glosses, you are missing out. And that's really what I've been doing for lip gloss lately, although this isn't a full face of what I've been doing. It's a full face of like new products. Then I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to go ahead and put on my mascara and stuff like that, and I'll be right back with Cassie's final thoughts. It took me a little bit longer, so my foundation has really just been sitting there looking in a mirror that's like far away. I mean, it looks good. I honestly can't feel it. It's not heavy at all, which is really surprising to me because these foundations are very thick. So I don't know if it's because it's the matte version that it feels a little bit less heavy. Because like especially their concealer is very, very thick and very sticky. And I'm going to look up close just to see how it looks. I've probably been wearing it for a little over an hour now. I don't like to do wearing times and stuff like that because, I mean, everybody wears their makeup for different amount of times and everybody's skin is different, so just telling you how it applied and how it wears and stuff like that for the beginning is usually good, especially like if you're setting your foundation. It's going to help keep your makeup on longer. If you're using a primer, it's going to help keep your makeup on longer. So if my foundation looks great in 10 hours and your foundation looks bad in 2 hours, it's got to be something to do with your skin, my primer, your setting primer, your setting powder, my setting powder, your spray. I didn't use any setting spray, but honestly, I'm not even mad at this. It really doesn't look bad. But just because I know that I have my favorite foundations, I'm not sure I would go ahead and purchase this foundation. I mean, maybe. I'm not saying I will. I'm not really saying I won't. I'm just saying maybe. If you have oily skin, I would definitely try this out. I think if you have more mature skin and you're looking for something that has the skin flex and something that won't settle, like I said in the beginning, even though it may not be a miracle product, it may be a better solution and better product for you instead of, say, like Urban Decay Naked Skin or like Tarte or Too Faced. So I would definitely try it. They have a few options of foundations. They have powder as well. It Cosmetics is really good for people with more mature skin. It definitely doesn't hurt to use stuff to prevent. So like the brush alone is freaking amazing with the anti-aging and peptide collagen. I think it's pretty cool, and it lasts like even after you wash it. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really sorry for being kind of absent. I've just been in a funk. I'm calling it midlife crisis, but I'm not even 25 yet, so it's really like a quarter life crisis, but I'm not 25 yet, so it's also not a quarter life crisis, so that's why I'm just calling it a midlife crisis. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Would you try out this foundation or any of these products? Do you have them? Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.
Baby girl, you got it, girl, you got it, girl. You got it, girl, you got it, girl. I don't wanna play no games. Fuck around, get my last name. Know you're tired of the same damn thing. That's okay, cause baby, you got it, girl.